everyone, and in today's video I'll be showing you the typical weather forecast. We'll be firstly on the precipitation chart. Next one will be temperatures and also surface temperatures at and also temperatures at 5,000 feet, followed by WIX charts. Not WIX charts, Weather Central chart. 3 of those will be models which will be analyzing the thunderstorm risk and potential to start in June, or even start even early, with some of the runs suggesting it will start a little bit more early at around May, end of May-ish. So we'll have a look at all that in today's video. So we'll currently start with the precipitation. It's been a very wet Sunday to start with. Hit and miss showers will continue, but again they will start to die as we head into nighttime. Those will continue up into the north. Those in the south will start to die out. It will continue in the north until onto Monday, where we get another swathe of very heavy showers. Could catch a rumble of thunder within one of them, and maybe even some hail if you're lucky with those convection. But all in all, wet day as usual again onto Monday. And then as we head into Monday night, you can see a heavy rain band moving in from that warm front moving in, causing that red color there. You can see amplifying that red color. You can see really intense rain on there. That will eventually move away, and beyond that into Tuesday, you can see another front moves in. This is another warm front by another low pressure, which is due in 2 days. Will be another washout for parts of the north, parts of the Midlands, and parts of southern Scotland. For the south, you are likely to get hit by this part here, which is actually the southern flank of that. And that means that it's going to change direction very quickly and move southwards. That's basically a convection. That's basically a scoreline, I would say. As we continue now, you can see on to Wednesday again, those showers will continue. Much smaller though, however. But again, it's much less likely to catch them, but you still may catch one of them in your area. Never know. And as we head into Thursday, another front arriving into 29th of May. Look at that. Very heavy showers sweeping across northwards and westwards, especially for Scotland, will be another washout, but again weakening significantly by high pressure as it does so. And as we head into Friday, we see another appearance of a weather front, but again these all will weaken a lot as high pressure does battle against it. With the ANJ and HPA temperatures, 5,000 feet temperatures, this shows me the AMS temperature. You can see going very quickly at this. You can see basically warm, cold air up into the north there, up into Scotland. That will get pushed away by warmer air. Milder air returns as that warm front sweeping in, that around 7, 8, 9 degrees there. And continuing colder air gives it another shot. But then look at that very warm front blasting this heat from the south. This is where we start to see very warm, or even potentially hot springtime, or even I should say summer-like temperatures, which is what we expect to see in summer. Look at that, even 11, 12 in inland, so really mild already up at 5,000 feet. As we look at the actual temperatures, you can see today we have got up to around 20-21 degrees. Feel like, however, 4-5 degrees lower than what we expected due to the wind. And also, as we head into tomorrow, you can see those temperatures will be confined across parts of the southeast. I would stick it around 16, 17, 18 degrees. For the north, it will be much chillier, around 5, 6, 7. Widely 8, 9 degrees for parts of the UK. All in all, still cooler conditions. And as we head into Tuesday, still sticking around at 17, 18, 19 for the south. For the north, chillier day again, with temperatures struggling above double digits, sticking around 7 to 8 degrees. Very murky conditions, especially with those fronts which will battle Scotland for the next couple of days. Now, as we continue on to Wednesday, you can see this is where we start to see warmer conditions starting to make a hint. 20-21 degrees widely for the south, isolated 22 or 23. mostly shaded yellow on the map. For the north, it will be again 5 and 6 degrees, a touch cooler conditions for the north. Moving on into Thursday now. You can see this is where we start to see that warmth really amplifying. Look at that. 22 degrees Celsius on the map as we head into Thursday. Nice conditions if we have got that sunshine, if we have got that cloud, feeling 2-3 degrees cooler than usual, than the actual temperature. So again, we'll feel nice, and those temperatures will still be warm, which will again make an uncomfortable night for sleeping, especially if you're in the south, with temperatures still up around 17-18 by around 9 p.m. And as we head into the GFS chart, you can currently see low pressure is barring the UK. We're going to see multiple of these sweeping inland on the UK, mostly up into the northwest of Scotland and the northeast as well. That's what the track of the jet stream is taking, so that's what the low pressure is taking as well. Here we start to see hints of milder air appearing as those intra-HPA temperatures just get awfully very close. So the UK, those United Kingdom temperatures will be peaking around, look at that, 25-26 degrees. And look at those Cape levels. Looks pretty mild, low to moderate Cape level at that stage. Still, it could be probable for those storms to develop, but not what we see in summer, which is around 1,000, 2,000, but certainly not what we see in the USA, which is up to around even 3,000, 4,000, or some places very rare 5,000. Not what we want to see if we are talking about that supercell, but still do keep in mind this. But as we continue, you can see high pressure basically dominates, and again trapping that milder air with it. It's going to continue to be mild conditions. That 10 degree, look at that. Very stubborn to move away there into France, even near 15 degree isotherm there. Look at that, very, very close. That red highlighting on there. And those are not this one, but not the HD, but this one. 22-23 degrees, but look at France. Let's look at France now. And actually, before I do that, I'll look at the Cape levels. You can see again, it is right that 5th of June is the official date with the GFS that storms will start to occur, especially for the southeast, with moderate to high Cape levels up to around 5,000 to 1,000 joules per kilogram. How much available energy will be in the troposphere after water vapors rise? The more available energy, the more severe the storm will form. And let's look at France, because they seem to be having, look at that, yeah, very, very large Cape levels, and their temperatures are actually very suitable for that, around 32, 33, even 34, 35 degrees for that. So if that we see a change, if we do see a change and moving that towards the UK, we could potentially have those Cape levels, which we have it with the France model, which France again is a very common country. We battle with these thunderstorms, so no surprise if we do see a change and move on to UK. But let's just go back towards the topic now as we continue. Basically, mild air will continue to dominate, but then high low pressure is dominating out in the Atlantic. And then let's see if we still have got that storm risk just a little bit as we head into the end of this run here. Just sparkles as we head into the daytime. As the sun sets, those Cape levels really do steadily drop for most part of the UK. And looking at the GEM chart, you can see low pressure dominating the weather. High pressure will be dominating now here from onward from 31st of May. United Kingdom, you can see those temperatures, ECMWF takes a different route here. Those temperatures doesn't really, GEM takes a different route here. Only up to 21-22 degrees for the parts of the country here, with around maximum up to 22-23 degrees. But really, as we go on this run, really is very, very similar. But again, don't be stressed yet, because these temperatures could still change. Look at that, very similar those temperatures as Spain, up to the near 30s, low 30s, even mid 30s in some lower parts of France. could potentially move in. Sorry, I don't know what that was, but could potentially move in and cause a little bit of disruption from that. So anyway, still uncertainty from that. Moving on to the Cape level. Actually, I have not done that yet, but again, very similar Cape level from the GEM chart. You can see that red highlighting there as it goes away in nighttime, high going back in daytime. But let's actually go towards United Kingdom there. That storm risk really highlighting there. Starting, look at that, 3rd of June, and then look at that, 228 hours ahead. We're getting a lot of storm risk from this. Looks pretty nasty, to be honest, with this precipitation there. Look at that, nearly complete washout on there. So really, really unsettled. Now with the ECWF chart, you can see low pressure is dominating the weather. You can see this one hangs around for a little while before moving away. I do want to speed this through. As we move on into to get into a wetter pattern here with low pressure instead of high pressure. And here actually we get into cooler conditions. And look at that, those temperatures only up to 17 degrees for the south in June. So no worry, as we continue, those Cape levels don't really have a chance. But can't look at that on here. Does not really have a chance. But because of that, those ANJ-HPA temperatures are going to fall behind average, and look at that, staying light orange / yellow. But then at the end of this run, we are hinting something warmer. Even really looking at this from the Europe model, you can still see the high pressure is trying to dominate with these occasional disruptions, cut flows there, which could potentially weaken our weather and weaken our temperature. But again, this is a northerly flow starting here, so we are even getting cooler weather even into June. So no surprise there to see no storms or even very minimal. And with precipitation, still look a little bit wet, but as we head into this stuff, it does look, but again, it adds up. Look at that. All of that blue there, very, very heavy rain. So that is basically your weather forecast. Thank you for tuning on this video, and until the next time, goodbye.